about today's video. This video is about checking and seeing what's so good about the Ridstar Q20. One thing that's so good about this bike, y'all, is everybody's saying the speed on it, and it's very cheap to get. Unlike the 2TL that has a 45-mile range and it goes 37, I think the 2TL is pretty good. You got to upgrade the battery on it. So let's check the speed on the Ridstar Q20. Originally on Amazon, it says the bike goes 35 mph, but let's see how fast it actually goes. So we're going to turn it on by holding the M button, and then we're going to switch all the way to mode 5 and then full throttle it. As you see right there, it goes only 34.4. So hold up. But yeah, that's the top speed on the Ridstar Q20. Next, we're going to talk about mile range. So the mile range on the Ridstar Q20, if you go on Amazon and look, it says 70 to 80 mile range. I think that's on pedal assist. So if you use pedal assist, you're more than likely going to have a more longer range on the e-bike. But if you go only throttle, I think it's only 70 mile range. But if you full throttle it for, let's say, a few hours, okay, we're going to put it like this. Pedal assist all day, that bike is probably going to run for 5 hours. But more than likely, if you use the throttle all day, it's going to die in, 2-3 hours. That's a big difference for pedal assist and throttle. So that's the thing with the Ridstar Q20. It's $649, and then it's $290 for shipping for me. See, that was like $1,000-something for that. That was worth it, because you want to know why? You could upgrade that bike to make it look even better. But we're not going to do that right now, because the Ridstar is good how it is. Y'all would say take the fenders off. Y'all would say take the light off. Y'all would say take the sticker off, the battery off. We're going to do that, but we got to wait. See, it's a process. So we're going to have to wait for that. What I'm going to show is the keys on the Ridstar. See, these are your keys that you would come with for the bike. And this is for the bike. This is for the battery. And this was for my bike lock. See, the bike lock came on the same day the bike came, which that's a good thing. So this is for my bike lock, and I got this bike lock on Amazon. This is the company right there, Amazon Basics bike lock. There you go. And yeah, so I'm gonna say for the bike, when you get your bike, you're gonna have a number right here. Oh wait, slipped over, my bad. You're gonna have a number like this. Mine says 185, which somebody in the comments or somebody please tell me, what does the number mean? I feel like it's like I'm the 185 person to get this bike. That's what I feel like, but it's probably not that. So somebody please tell me. My garage, and I'm gonna show you this is my grandma's scooter, by the way, but this is the box for the Ridstar. It has handles on the side so you can pick it up. When it came in, this was crazy. This was heavy, and this is what it looks like. The box looks like. And what about the bike is that it comes when you're gonna put it together. There's gonna be a wheel that you have to put on. Then you have to put on the handlebars. You're gonna have to put on the speedometer, and then you're gonna have to put on, I think, it was the front fender that you had to put on, and then you have to put on, well, these already came with it. These are for when it's nighttime, the cars can see you, and then you have to put the light together. It's a lot of work. It's probably like a 30-45 minute thing, probably even longer for you. It depends how many people you're doing it with, but for me, it took me just about 30 minutes. And as you see, I have put pegs on them like a week after, so when people sit on the back of my bike, they don't mess up none of this. And this is the pegs I ordered off Amazon. They were like what, 20-something, $18. I really don't know. But then my friend, he gave me this dice, this, I don't even know what this is called, but this bike has a dual suspension, which I'm gonna test it out in a minute. And then as you see in the back, it has a shock suspension. I think that's what it's called, but it's very squeaky. But I'm just gonna test it out real quick. And this is the back one. So somebody needs to tell me why is it squeaky. But for right now, it's pretty good. I like decent, I'm not gonna lie. But let's talk about some other things about the Wristar. Other things about the Wristar is that it comes with a phone holder, which I have, and if you really want to, you can plug your phone in while you're riding the bike, and I think that's pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie, bro. But it has a Shimano gear shifter, so if the bike dies, you can just pedal it. And if you don't want to ride the bike with electricity, you can just pedal it. There you go. This is a cool thing that I learned from my friend that has a Wristar, is that if you ever go somewhere and let's say if you don't have a bike lock, what you could do is, first, you want to take your keys out if you're somewhere, and second, so you see the speed, my bad, but you see the speed pedometer here, right? And then first you want to take out your keys, and wherever cord that's connecting to the speedometer, like this one, you want to unplug it. I do this a lot, and you could just plug it back in like it's nothing. It connects to the entire bike, so let's say the person does have keys for it, they can, and if you hide it, like if you just hide it in these things while it's off, let's say the person's trying to take off with the bike. First, what you want to do is you want to turn off your battery, take your keys out, plug this out, and then you can walk into the store. But if they do take the bike, remember, they're not going too far. They really can't. This bike's heavy, and pedaling it is going to be incredibly hard. So just know, if they take off with your bike and you have this unplugged, no key, and turn off the battery, just know they're not going nowhere. So that's one thing I like for the Wristar. Say your bike is like low on brake fluids for the brake. Well, mine is not working right now because something happened to it. But if you're ever trying to get new fluids, don't be dumb and get any fluid. It literally tells you right here what fluids you need for the bike. Use DOT4 or 5.1. That's everything that I had to talk about for the Wristar Q20, how incredibly good it is. Convince your parents to get you it. Like, convince them, because this bike is very, very, very nice. And I'm incredibly grateful that my grandma even gave me this, because y'all know I had the little bike before I even got this big one. So nice. Is it worth it is it worth all the $1,000? It kind of is, to be honest. Like, it's a 2025 Wristar Q20, goes 34.4. And what I'm going to say is about the Wristar Q20 is that you can do, like on Amazon, you could pay like $38 every month for 28 months if you want the bike for that long. But for me, I'd rather just pay all in total and not do all that work. But, oh wait, I forgot to show y'all one more thing. This is what's different about the Wristar Q20. See, look, if you have a Wristar Q20 2024, this is going to be red. And then the charging ports, they're the same. That's the cool thing about Wristar Q20s. Friend got a Wristar Q20, and your models are way different than each other's. Just know, yours and your friend's charger takes the same. So let's say like you're on full battery and your friend gets at your house and says, "Oh, my bike's gonna die," and you say, "Oh, you can use my charger." "Oh wait, that's not gonna work." "Oh yes, it is, because you got." Sorry, guys, I'm so sorry. My storage is running out on my phone, and I have to like take storage out. But like I said, what was I saying? Like, my friend, he came here, and my bike was on full battery, and I asked him, "Is your bike on full?" Because we were finna go somewhere a little far, and he said no. So I said, "Let me charge it." He said, "I don't think our chargers are the same." I told him, even though you got a 24 and I got a 25, our chargers are still the same, and that's actually pretty nice about the Wristar. But we charged up for like a few hours and we took off. But that's all I'm gonna say for the Wristar Q20. Hopefully y'all get the Wristar Q20 if y'all like it. But I don't know. Peace.
They kicking the butter, I kinda like hustle the money all in. Rhyme in the town in the drop top coupe in the motor in the trunk you can hear. Ain't all about how they want me to lose, but I'm W, due for a win.